Dodger McIntyre, Roger to his parents, Dodger since his school days at Wide Awake Airfield on Ascension Island, has only recently moved from the role of intelligence officer at MI6 to 00. A pilot and a language graduate, he spent most of his life abroad, from childhood to university to operating. He expected that trend to continue as 008, not to find himself working with MI5 and Scotland Yard to evacuate the BBC. New Broadcasting House was designed with transparency in mind, a glass-fronted curve swishing between the original 1932 building and the east wing to create an atrium the shape of a running teardrop. The idea of transparency, a BBC funded by the people, belonging to the people, seen by the people, continues inside. Audiences glimpse the 4,000-square-metre news floor sitting in the glass well of the building in the background of daily broadcasts. There are transparent meeting rooms decorated with photographs of Doctor Who and EastEnders. Breakout spaces glow red beneath Perspex lights. That's a lot of glass to go boom. 008 gathers people from the back-to-back booths lining the atrium, where the cyclorama of the London sky promises nothing but rain. He ignores padded doors calling for silence to tell presenters to get off the air now. Maintain calm, look like you're simply stepping out for lunch. He expects panic from the 6,000 staff members, but gets none, the broadcasters switching to backup programs without question. Each desk is a habitat, whether it's a lipstick-stained keep cup or a swivel chair with a scrap of paper taped to the back that reads, "Helen's supplied by HR, do not remove." Hot desks flap with wearied post-its, in use or back in 5 minutes. Journalists grab coats or phones and follow 008, exchanging grim chatter, some clustering uncertainly beneath banners that instruct, red on yellow, people gathering point. This is where they've been trained to seek safety in case of a bomb threat, well away from the glass facade. But Dodger ushers the journalists on, telling them to ignore the glass lifts sheathed in orange steel, and instead file through the doors leading to the 1932 wing. All the bright lights and gleaming screens of the 21st century disappear, replaced by cold stone and a brown dado that follows the Art Deco curves of the stairwell. Dodger is gambling that, by avoiding the main entrance and exit, he can avoid spooking the bomber. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Dodger hopes his intent doesn't show as he scrutinizes each passing face, searching for the washed-out, almost invisible features of Jason Kent. The busy hush of New Broadcasting House reminds Joseph Dryden of a forward operating base. People show up here to get the job done. There is solidarity to the snaking workspaces, a sense of belonging to the same rare club, something sacred even, but held lightly with an eye roll at the whimsical puzzle-piece sofas. Now the thrum goes up a few notches. Dryden can smell violence in the air. It's coming. Will the bomber wait until 1:25 p.m. as planned, or detonate early? Dryden strolls past the Middle East desk, then the neighbouring section devoted to reporting on jihadism. He nods to the journalists scooping up their Tupperware and hurrying out, footfall absorbed into thick grey carpets. He takes the spiral staircase down to the news floor. It is surreal to stand behind the glass backdrop. BBC News at 1 is still broadcasting. Dryden can see the presenter's legs under the desk jiggling up and down. They've been alerted of the threat through their earpieces, but told to keep broadcasting until the last possible minute. The journalists around Dryden, who feature daily in the background of the news, are rigid at their monitors, watching colleagues evacuate out of shot of the cameras. "We should evacuate the news floor," he says. "We're getting too close. If the news stops," says Moneypenny, "he'll know he's caught and detonate early. We've told them to cut to packaged footage. As soon as that happens, people in the background can leave, but the presenters have to stay put for as long as possible." Dryden says, "008, you got anything?" Dodger McIntyre's voice burrs in Dryden's skull, patched through his neural link. "Negative, sir." A small smile makes it onto Dryden's face. 004 is fine. I'd even stretch to Joe if you ID this son of a bitch for me. A nervous laugh. "Yes, sir." In the periphery of Dryden's vision, a lift starts to descend from the top floor. Lifts are only to be used in an evacuation by disabled staff members. The screen flashes that the lift's destination is the news.